Bard Harder is a tabletop-inspired visual novel game about saving your friends from the big bad evil guy and using your strongest weapon, romance. So brush up on your pickup lines and prepare some sexy tunes. What's the worst that could happen? It is a game about being a bard and doing what everyone does as a bard. Not fighting, just romancing everyone. Time to Bard Harder. The bard stereotype. I mean, I've played many bards, and absolutely, it is an appropriate and deserved stereotype. I've played and seen many first-time bards, and everyone does it. Okay, Robin. Click. Let's do the finishing touches. So for your character, you've chosen to play as a half-elf male bard. Yeah. I mean, I've lived my whole life as a girl, so might be fun to play as a boy, you know? Wow. Robin, that was a darky thing to say. I can't believe that Subin Park asked me to play that tabletop game with her. Wizards and Wyverns. I guess this means Subin and I will get to see each other a lot more. I was so nervous when she asked me to play. She's so cool. I hope I don't mess it up. Uh-oh. I think she's explaining rules to me right now. I should probably try to focus. This is really exciting. Robin? I gotta calm down. Robin? She probably just asked me to play because she needs a fourth player. Not because she's like... I mean, I don't even know if she's like... Robin! Huh? I've, been calling your name for 10 seconds. Oh, sorry. I guess I get spaced out. Were you having an interior monologue? What? No? No. Do you need me to go over the rules again? Nah, I'm a tabletop expert. Oh, an expert, huh? I thought you'd said you'd never played this game before. Well, that's true, but I kind of read all the rulebooks last night. All of them? Oh, wow. Was that an "oh wow, you're so cool, Robin," or "oh wow, that's a hopeless nerd"? Curse you, Subin Park, and your unreadable face! Well, anyway, congratulations on building your first W&W character. Oh, thanks. I couldn't have done it without you. True. You literally could not have. Well, let's take a look at your sheet. There you go. There is only one thing left to do. You haven't picked a name for him. Oh. What would you like to name your bard? Rhapsody. That's, an interesting choice. Oh, sorry. That's an interesting choice. I think it fits. He's gonna be the most charming... I shouldn't have chosen my name. He's gonna be the most charming, sexiest, and, dashingest bard in all the lands. So he needs the perfect name. Huh. Dashingest. Well, I'll see you on Monday then, to start off our first game. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Oh, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you. Yeah? Never mind. See you on Monday. Okay, see you then. And, let me know if you remember a question. I'm glad you're playing with us. See you Monday. I know so many unreadable people like that. And familiar with the internal dialogue. 6 months later. Brave Sir Mobblebrawn. Sithus Direblade, the thief. wise Arabella the Archmage, and of course, the dashingest bard in all of the land, Rhapsody. It has been a long and arduous journey, but now, at long last, you realize that it is time for your greatest adventure to end. A burst of thunder cracks loudly, shaking the very rafters of the palace. The lightning illuminates the skeletal, hideous visage of Vulcazar, the lord of crawling bone. Your enchanted violin shakes in your sweaty palms, and you hear his low, maniacal laughter. I actually can't do like a good deep evil laugh. Like, it's a thing that everyone trains themselves in, and I just. You can see your friends suspended in cages behind him. They call out to you for help. Rhapsody, you're our only hope. I believe in you. Play this very carefully, Rhapsody. You'll have to outthink him. I told you guys this was obviously a trap. We're screwed. Vulcazar slowly levels his gaze to stare at you, Rhapsody. You're too late, little hero. 3 of your friends are now my prisoners. I only need 3 sacrifices to control Worldbiter, the demi-dragon. And now, you've arrived, just in time to die. You got quite the laugh, my man. I guess my character voice in character should probably be my voice. You'll never get away with this. I'll save my friends. I'll save my friends. I will save my friends. Oh, yes? And how do you plan on doing that? You're completely defenseless. You know that no harm may come to me when I am safe in my lair. Besides, you don't even have a weapon. All you have is that silly little violin. What could you possibly do? What can you possibly do? You what? And here we go. Oh my god, yay. Huh. Interesting. Subin is really staring hard at me. Are they gonna kiss? This is so exciting. Vulcazar and Rhapsody are my OTP. Your OTP has existed for a grand total of 4 seconds. That's what makes it so thrilling. There's so much new relationship energy. Relationship energy? He's trying to murder us? Huh. Are you really gonna try to flirt your way out of this, Robin? I guess I did just decide to do that. Well, nothing to do but commit to it, I guess. I'm sure this is gonna work. Come on, you guys. Have a little faith. Rhapsody is the most charming, God, stop saying, sexiest, dashingest bard in all the land. If anyone can succeed in convincing a Death Lord to renounce evil, it's Rhapsody. Yeah, I believe in you. My paladin, Sir Mobblebrawn, starts cheering for you from his cage. This is so silly. Hold on. Let's see what our mighty Wyvern Master has to say about the matter. The entire gaming table is silent as Subin stares at me impassively. Her gaze is so intense, my heart is skipping a beat. She's getting ready to speak. Are you sure you want to pursue this course of action? A DM will always ask you that before you make a awful choice. But your job to not metagame is to persist. Vulcazar won't hold back. Flirting with Vulcazar, the Lord of Crawling Bone, King of Putrid Waste, Bringer of Blight Unending, High Wizard Notorious, and the Dark Star which blots out the morning sun, is, well, a risky proposition, to say the least. So I ask you again, are you sure? I'm sure. Oh, shit. We're doomed. This should be interesting. Whee! Very well. It is decided. Rhapsody the Bard, in your desperate attempt to rescue your friends, you've chosen to flirt with Vulcazar. The battle has now become a war of wills. Let the story continue.
All right then, what are you going to do?
I raise my magic violin, and I start to play Waltz of Wooing. What? Oh. Huh? Brilliant maneuvering, young bard. The power of that music will make Vulcazar more vulnerable to your aura of flirtatiousness. Play as many songs as you can, and he'll be hopelessly entranced. Oh, any chance I can move my cam so we can see Rhapsody? Yes. Absolutely. Let me see what I can do about that. I can lift. I can be... I mean, hang on. Oh, that's gonna start blocking text if I end up... But like, that could totally be where I am. Right? Like it actually sits in the text box and all. I don't know. Maybe I just go over the other side and we're okay with the fact that the mic is going into the void. Yeah. I think so. Play as many songs as you can and you'll be hopelessly entranced.
Shut up! You would dare use your musical magic on me! I despise oromancy! It's cheating! I hate it, hate it, hate it! As your song continues, Vulcazar slowly softens. Your elven friend is dead wrong, you know. Oromancy can only affect those who have the ability to love. Your song continues, and Vulcazar's pinprick eyes gleam maliciously. And since I have no love in my heart, I can't be touched. So you should probably just give up now. Stop that. Cut it out. Your song continues, and Vulcazar begins to laugh. Fine. Fine then. Go ahead, waste your last reserves of magic on that silly strumming. I won't be affected by your inconsequential desperation. Your song continues. Come to think of it, it's been over 600 years since someone flirted with me. Ha! Well then, Bard. Your paltry attempts will surely amuse me. If you're going to flirt with me, it'd better be impressive. So take your best shot!
You can do it, young bard. Let the magic flow through you. Ugh.
What are you going to do?
All right. Let's think about this. Make an investigation, a deception, or a seduction check. Okay. Obvious play, seduction check. Right? Obvious play. Let's avoid that. I don't think we're close enough up the end of the love heart we want to be. Maybe I need to assess a little bit more about them. Get to know them a little bit, get to know their likes and dislikes, and then emulate their likes. Move from there. I'll roll for investigation.
You rolled a 19.
I chose correctly, and my music is getting better. It's working. Excellent. Lady Luck is on our side.
You take a moment to search your surroundings. You notice that Vulcazar seems to have put a lot of effort into the decor of his lair. The fancy braziers behind Vulcazar are fashioned into the shape of dragon's claws. They match his staff perfectly. Could that have been intentional?
Maybe he'd be flattered if I complimented his staff? I mean, why wouldn't he? No man can resist a good staff compliment.
Vulcazar shakes off your first attempt. Now, you little whelp, you've had your practice attempt, but your friends' lives are on the line. Flirt with me, if you dare. Fire blazes in Vulcazar's eyes as he challenges you. Now is your chance. What will you say?
It's time to flirt. Ooh, what a nice staff you've got there.
You noticed.
Of course I did. Your staff matches the braziers? That can only mean one thing. You have excellent taste in interior design. You're fashionable and tasteful. I will tell you, the 2 days ago as I was playing D&D, the story I told about Mads, in that session, while trying to make a deal with a dark entity, Mads opened a conversation by complimenting the interior decoration of a lava worm who had strewn skulls and spines and various viscera all about their environment. This has verisimilitude. You're fashionable and tasteful.
Vulcazar's eyes glimmer in rebellion. Your words mean nothing to me. Everyone knows about my legendarily good taste. How dare you try to woo me? Vulcazar staggers back, covering his ears. But your playing gets even more powerful. No, cease this wretched musical onslaught.
Now that I've backed him down, this could be my chance to press the advantage. But how? Rhapsody, use the mind invasion spell. What? I've been saving it. Saving it for what? This is the final boss. If you know what makes Vulcazar tick, you'll be better able to flirt with it.
I thought I told you to shut up! Stop helping him.
Huh? Okay. It's my only shot. I hold my violin aloft, and I cast Mind Invasion. Gasp!
Yes.
I'm just gonna have a lot of reaction shots, apparently. If I can get inside Vulcazar's mind, I'll be able to learn so much more. And then my flirting will be unstoppable.
Very well. You rolled a 16. Your spell is successful. The world shimmers and dissolves around you until suddenly you find yourself in a brand new location.
Oh. Where am I?
Rhapsody, you find yourself standing in an elegant library. Hundreds of leather tomes line the shelves. You realize this must be the inside of Vulcazar's mind. Here, you will find all the information you need to flirt with him.
Great. This is my chance to find the clues I need. Vulcazar will probably react more strongly if I write songs about the things that are important to him. If I'm going to read through his memories, I should be careful to note the important facts about his life. I gotta... Oh no, I don't want to write in that. Do I have any other paper around here? Maybe I use a notepad on the other side. I gotta keep my mind sharp.
Rhapsody, you only have a few minutes before the spell wears off, but there are 3 books that have piqued your interest. Which one will you read?
Vickers the Wizard, a fairy tale. My Life in Images, a Vulcazar portrait album, Vulcazar's Dream Diary private, and Spell Days of the Library. I mean, come on, this one. Too obvious. Let's go.
You crack open the book and begin to read. The book appears to be several diary entries written in Vulcazar's looping, swirling handwriting. Which entry will you read?
About moi? I mean, look. Far be it from me to not snoop.
This entry seems to be the most recent one, judging by the date. It's only a few days old. You quickly skim it.
Dear Dream Diary. Wow, what a friggin' dream I had last night. For some weird reason, I dreamed about Rhapsody, one of those adventurers who's coming to kill us. I've been watching them through my crystal ball on their way here.
Crystal ball in bold.
And that one guy, Rhapsody, whew. Anyway, in the dream, he kicked down the door of my castle and started playing me a song, and then we started smooching like there's no tomorrow? I've never felt this way about a guy before. Oh, gods. Am I bisexual? No one must ever know. These secrets I keep with you, Dream Diary. What a ridiculous dream.
A little bit lower on the page, there are some things written in Vulcazar's loopy, cursive handwriting.
Vulcazar plus Rhapsody. Mr. Vulcazar Rhapsody. Mr. and Mr. Rhapsody.
The last one is scratched out. The entry ends here. Which entry will you read next?
Having lips. Absolutely.
This entry seems to be about a few months old. You quickly skim over it.
Dear Dream Diary. Well, last night I dreamed I had lips. What a blast from the past. It's been so many decades since I even had skin. Or a nose. Or most importantly, lips. Ugh. You know, nobody wants to kill a skeleton. Kiss a skeleton. Kiss. Important. Kiss a skeleton who doesn't have any lips. But even more importantly, I can't play my favorite instrument without lips. I'd better make sure no one can find this dream diary. They might find out my secret, that there is one instrument that is my weakness. Okay, in that case, I won't even write down what it is. Lips is a really weird word when you think about it. Lips, lips, lips.
The entry ends here. Which entry will you read next?
I mean, I kind of want to finish out this.
This entry is several months old, judging by the date. You quickly skim it.
Dear Dream Diary. Oh man. Whew. Last night, I dreamed about the statue in my lair. It came to life. And I was like, finally. But of course, it was only a dream. I've been searching for a cure for her for so long. But she's still a statue. Seriously, how many years has it been now? And still no magic that can break that spell. Have I mentioned how I hate oralmancy?
The entry ends here. And let's get the final one out as well. This entry seems fairly recent. It's only a few weeks old. You quickly skim it.
Dear Dream Diary. Wow. Last night, I had the wildest dream. I had to write it down real quick. Okay, so I was back in the arena, fighting against my old pal, and then I looked down, and I realized I wasn't wearing any pants. I tried to run for it, but then my dad showed up, and he was all like,
Vickers, you're a disappointment to the family.
What a terrible dream! I really gotta stop summoning Eldritch Beings before bed.
The entry ends here. This is really well written, I like this. Which entry will you read next? Close that book. My Life in Images, a Vulcazar portrait album. You crack open the book. The pages are covered with shimmering portraits that seem to swirl at your touch. Which image would you like to examine? Let's go with Leaving Home.
This painting of Vulcazar standing at the outskirts of a large city. He has a bag slung over his shoulder. As you touch the image, you hear Vulcazar's voice inside your head.
Oh, yeah. I remember this day. After I had that little chat with the Fate Father, I knew I had to leave the city. Great things were in store for me. And when I left, I didn't miss anyone at all. After all, dear Daddykins probably didn't even notice I was gone. And friends? Pfft, never had any, never needed them. Although, I suppose there was one small moment of regret when I said goodbye to my beloved pet, Seymour. Dear sweet Caravir. She was so sad to see me go, the blessed little creature. I wish I had a picture of her in here somewhere.
The voice stops.
The voice stops, and the picture stops swirling. What portrait will you look at next?
It's like Attacked by Bandits. I think I'm just going to go down and across on this one. I don't know if they are going to pull me out at any point, saying that I don't have enough time to see all of them. But if they do, I imagine it would be after I've seen the album as well as the Dream Diary, and it's just like, the other one was a wrong choice. Well done, you avoided it.
This portrait is of Vulcazar being attacked by a half-dozen bandits. He looks terrified. As you touch the painting, you hear Vulcazar's voice inside your head.
Wow. Well, this is embarrassing. What a disaster this was. I'd been out of the city for maybe 3 hours before I got jumped by hoodlums. I probably would have died just there too. But as fate would have had it, Namir appeared at the last moment and saved my life. Yeah, Namir, of all people. Apparently she saw me speaking to the Fate Father after our match and followed me out of town. When I told her what the Fate Father had given me a map to reach the Wish Mother, she practically demanded to come with me. And well, she did save my life. She was pretty awesome in our fight, so I figured, what the hell? Well, I just remembered. The two of us made an oath of loyalty together. We swore that nobody gets left behind. We used oath magic and everything. So cringy. But come on, I was only 18.
The voice stopped. Campfire memories.
This portrait shows Vulcazar sitting next to an elven woman. The two of them are sitting around a campfire. The woman is showing Vulcazar a small box. As you touch the image, it warps, and you hear Vulcazar's voice inside your head.
This is a rather nice memory, I suppose. Mimir and I were on our way to meet the Wish Mother? Apparently, according to old legends, in exchange for a wish, you have to give up something you value. Mimir was planning on giving up a little music box.
Okay, why, we know the setup here, right? We've seen this one before.
It seemed to belong to her mother. Mimir is such a sentimental person. A little too much if you ask me. But when she opened the music box, it was a little easier to understand. The box plays The Red Rose of Spring. That's my favorite song. So I suppose I can understand a little bit of sentiment here or there. I remember realizing that I hadn't brought anything to give the Wish Mother. I was really hoping that wouldn't be an issue. It turns out that it sort of was.
The voice stops. Which image will you look at next, the Wish Mother? This portrait depicts Vulcazar and a tall, elven woman wearing long black robes. The two of them are standing in a cave. They stand before a bizarre creature. A gaping, toothy mouth is set into the cave floor. Two slimy, green eye stalks rise out of the cave floor also. As you touch the painting, it swirls and you hear Vulcazar's voice inside of your head.
Well, this one's Namir and I again. We made it to the Wish Mother after all. When we got here, she gave it the whole rundown, like the whole, oh, there will be terrible prices to pay for your wishes. All the usual stuff, blah, blah, blah. I wished for immortality, as planned. And Ymir? She wished for a sick brother to be cured. It seemed like a real waste of a wish. My wish was way, way better. Although, it turns out I did have a price to pay. In exchange for immortality, the Wish Mother took my skin. Damn Wish Mother. I suppose the Fate Father did warn me, though. I lost the 3 things I value most. Just like he said I would.
The voice stops, and the image stops moving. Portrait will you look at next? So, he lost, Nimir's got to be one of them. His lips, another. His ears, I don't know. Is it all corporeal parts? Spirits of the river. This portrait depicts Vulcazar standing at a riverbank. He is staring in shock at 3 pale sirens who've emerged from the water. The sirens appear to be singing at a tall elven woman. As soon as you touch the painting, it starts shifting, and you hear Vulcazar's voice in your head.
Wow. Well, this memory ain't so fun. On our way back home, Ymir ran into a spot of trouble. When we crossed the Great River, we ran into a trio of river spirits. I deafened myself with a quick spell, but Ymir was a little too slow. Those sirens cast their horrible spell on her.
This is why he hates oromancy.
I hate sirens. Come to think of it, I hate oromancy in general. It's only used by monsters and charlatans. Anyway, I would have left Ymir behind, but
That oath of loyalty, eh?
oath of loyalty.
The voice stops and the image stops moving. What portrait will you look at next? Close the book. Alright, Vic is the Wizard, a fairy tale. Sure. You crack open the book and begin to read. It seems as though the book is split into several chapters. Where to begin? Okay, fine. Start at the start. Once upon a time, in a far-off city, there lived a young boy named Vickers. His father was a count of Oriel City, and young Vickers grew up with every luxury and refinement. However, the young lad faced a problem. He was obsessed with magic, and in the city of Oriel, the use of magic was restricted to only a select few. Vickers was forbidden from learning the arts of the arcane. However, Vickers did not let the law stop him. Each night, when his father was asleep, Vickers would sneak out of his palatial home and visit the underground arena. The chapter ends here. Which chapter will you read next? Chapter 2. I'm just going to not read the interstitials anymore if they're repetitive. Every night, young Vickers the Wizard would sneak away from home to visit the underground arena. It was here, in the arena, that young nobles from all over the city would compete in magical duels. These duels were exciting, violent, and highly illegal. Thus, Vickers was forced to don a disguise. He wore a mask and called himself the Scarlet Arachnid. He entered the tournament and dueled a great many foes. In the arena, each wizard would utilize a brand of magic as their speciality. Vickers easily defeated Halathi the Horrid, a wizard of flame. He also had no trouble with Cereboth the Cold-Hearted, and the wizards of the arena began to celebrate his victories. However, Vickers faced his greatest foe when he was pitted against Ymir the Nightbreaker. The chapter ends here. Chapter 3. The heroic Vickers squared off against Ymir the Nightbreaker. The elven woman Ymir was the most feared foe in the entire arena. When they fought, Ymir split the sky with light and shook the ground with thunder. Vickers was greatly impressed by her combat capabilities. In all his days,
He had never seen such a brilliant, entrancing display of lightning magic. Despite Nimir's skill, Vickers overcame her with his own dark powers. In the end, Vickers was the victor. And as the crowd cheered and screamed, a hooded figure in the stands watched and waited. Vickers slipped into the crowd and fled for home, desperate to return before his father awoke. He was stopped in the alleyways by a man with a hood.
"Speak with me, child,"
The man said.
"your power is so great, but I can teach you a way to make it greater."
The chapter ends here.
Chapter 4.
Who are you?
Young Vickers asked, aghast.
"I go by many names.
The old man said.
However, my most well-known name is Fate Father."
Vickers was stunned. He'd only heard of the Fate Father in fairy tales and legends. According to the old tales, the Fate Father was said to push promising individuals towards grand destinies, and then disappear with the rising sun. The Fate Father spoke.
"Tell me, what do you love?"
He asked.
Nothing but the joy of playing a flute, the cool feel of wind on my skin, and the smell of a rose. So it was actually lips and skin effect. It was entirely corporeal.
Vickers responded.
"Tell me, what do you desire?"
The Fate Father asked.
I desire power, wisdom, and life eternal.
Vickers said eagerly.
"Tell me, would you give up the former in order to receive the latter?"
The Fate Father asked. Vickers considered a moment, and then nodded.
"Very well, if you are willing to pay the price.
The Fate Father said.
You must traverse the river, cross the mountains, and speak with the Wish Mother. She will give you all that you desire as long as you pay the proper price."
So saying, the Fate Father gifted young Vickers with a map, and then, just as the legends say, he vanished with the rising sun. And so Vickers set out on a grand journey. The end.
The book ends here. I'm ready. Let me get a quick save. Exit the library.
The spell's magic fades away. The library dissolves around you. And you are face to face with a very angry Vulcazar.
You! What have you done? You read my thoughts. That's cheating! You didn't read my dream diary, did you?
Oh, do we want to make them bashful? Is that your opening? I don't know. Would you prefer I have respected your privacy, or I'm in your brain. I'm not respecting your privacy at any point there. It doesn't matter which part I read, right? Even if there was parenthetical private. I totally did.
Impossible! You'll pay for that!
Suddenly, Vulcazar turns back to your friends.
Time to say goodbye to your friends.
His voice is completely changed. What?
Vulcazar snaps his fingers, and one of the cages opens.
Huh?
Archmage Arabella, make a saving throw.
Oh no.
Archmage Arabella, you rolled a natural 1.
No! Arabella!
You watch as the Archmage comes tumbling out of the cage, falling towards an open pit below.
Rhapsody, don't forget me!
Arabella. You take 36 fall damage.
Is she dead? I'm alive, you guys. Just at the bottom of this pit.
Arabella hears an enormous creature roaring in the dark.
And I think there's something else down here too.
Of course there is. You're the appetizer for the demi-dragon. 1 down, 2 to go. And then the demi-dragon will bow to me. And now, who will be the next to die?
Rhapsody, what are you waiting for? Do something! I'm panicking.
Already giving up on your silly flirt attempts. I knew you didn't have it in you. Now, why don't you just attack me already? We can finish this fight like normal foes.
Huh. That does give me an idea. Fine, if that's what you want, I will attack you, Vulcazar. With the most impressive, flashy, sexy attack you've ever seen. I attack Vulcazar.
Alright, but what will you attack him with?
Liquid Funk Lightning.
Vulcazar jumps back, stunned by the electric shock of your lightning. He stares at you, mouth agape.
That form. Those bolts of lightning. I mean, okay, first of all, ow. But second of all, that was... Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of impressive. God, it's nothing I love more than a really, fancy lightning attack, you know? I've only known one person who could wield lightning like that. So, that was... Wait, what am I saying? What is your magic doing to me? What was I doing again? Oh, right, killing your friends.
Vulcazar still seems slightly stunned from magic.
Rhapsody, me old friend, he's vulnerable. You gotta give it everything you got. You're right, Mobs. Vulcazar, I know you're not as cold-hearted as you appear to be.
What? You would dare say that about me? After you just witnessed me attempting to kill one of your friends?
That's right. There must be some scrap of goodness left in you. Because I know that you... Uh-oh. I don't remember seeing anything that would suggest any of these. Has an animal lover? He was sad to have left his pet. I guess, yeah, okay, I guess that's animal lover enough. I don't know, weirdly I wouldn't assume someone with a pet is an animal lover just by default. I guess there's a different grade, I'm assuming.
Wait, what?
Before Vulcazar can react, I cast Pet Lover Polka.
Very well. As you raise your instrument, it magically transforms from a violin into a radiant accordion.
The very palace shakes at the fury of your majestic polka.
Here we go.
It's time to sing.
Oh god, am I actually going to have to sing in real life? No, okay, the melody of this is too over the place. The lyrics aren't going to fit to it. Oh, Vulcazar, Vulcazar, Vulcazar. You're not quite as naughty as you think you are. You say you never loved, you make that so clear, but you loved your pet named Ceravir.
What? How did you know his name? Ceravir.
Keep playing, keep playing.
Your music builds in power and rhythm.
I also know that your special pets are... Oh, do I know this one as well? Pretty Parrot, Spooky Spider, Wild Wolf. Was Ceravir a wolf? Ceravir sounds like a wolf name. I really should have maybe written some things down, as it turns out. Humble says... Spooky Spider. Okay, so... Right. So I'm to make reasonable intuitions from what I've seen. So even if it isn't necessarily directly associated, so nothing said Ceravir was the Scarlet Spider. However, he did wear the mask of a Scarlet Spider. Okay, Great. Now that I know I'm supposed to make inferences and not effectively just repeat what was told to me. Good. Good, good, good. Because you named... because you named yourself for her when you were a fighter. God, I don't even know where that was supposed to pick up from.
As I finish the song, I cast transformation on myself.
As I finish the song, I cast transformation on myself as a grand finale. Ah!
Gods.
Strangely though, Vulcazar seems entranced. A single tear rolls down his skeletal face.
Oh, Cerebir. How I miss you. And nobody's ever turned themselves into a spider abomination before, just to impress me. I'm touched.
Vulcazar! That's why you picked the name the Scarlet Arachnid during your fighting days, wasn't it? You named yourself after your beloved pet. And that's probably one of the reasons you want to raise the demi-dragon, isn't it? You miss having a pet.
Vulcazar's voice trembles slightly.
Look at me, Vulcazar. Look upon my visage. See the adorableness of my face? Just like your dear, beautiful Cerebir.
Silence! Vulcazar snaps himself from your spell.
Sure, that's cute, but it's only paltry enchantment. It can't even stand up to real power. Real power like this!
The last thing you see is Vulcazar raising his arms to blast you with a beam of darkness. And just as he prepares to do so,
the WM takes a bathroom break. Cliffhanger. How will Sir Rhapsody get out of this one? I suppose we'll have to see if he does. We'll return in 10 minutes. Subin's about to leave. Maybe this is a good time to ask her? Hey, Subin. Shoot. She didn't hear me. Oh well. She's going to the bathroom anyway. Maybe I'll get another chance after the game. Well, friends, I'm gonna hit up the old snack bar. Anyone want something to drink? I would, thank you. Let's go. Bzz. Bzz. Ugh. Damn, I gotta take this call. Be right back. Come join us in the kitchen, Robin. Well, we have a 10-minute break. Subin's in the bathroom, so I guess I can't talk to her. Who should I hang out with? Alden, Nia, or Presley? So Alden and Nia went to the right, Presley went to the left. Presley is playing, obviously, the Silphus Dire Thief the Rogue. Then we've got Alden and Nia with the Archmage and the Dwarf. Let's talk to Nia first. Hey, wait up, you guys. I found Nia sitting against the kitchen table, flipping through a book. It looks like Alden is pretty busy with snacks. I'll chat with Nia. Robin, hey. Hey, Nia. What's going on? I should ask Nia about the book she's reading. Absolutely, it's immediate. That's the obvious thing. Hey, so what's that book you're looking at? Oh, this? It's research for my final illustration project. Oh, cool. What are you doing for your project? I'm glad you asked. Using the famous woodblock print, The Dream of the Fisherman's Wife, as inspiration. I'm illustrating a mural that depicts the intersectionality of the aquatic and the erotic with a heavy exploration of current, themes in Japanese media. It's gonna be a deep dive, in the connection between the ocean, Eros, and the unknowable beyond. Obviously there'll be nods to Lovecraft mythos, but that'll be meant as a deconstruction of the repugnant elements, rather than an homage. That's a baller line to have written right there. I love when you play a game and through the writing you can be like, yeah, the devs have their heart in the right place here. I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Rather than an homage. Cool. Sometimes I don't really understand what Nia's talking about. And, what's the book she's reading for research? Like some sort of comic book about an octopus? But why is the octopus dating a college student? Huh. Weird. Let's change the subject. I should ask Nia about... Well, I guess the game and then Sub and Ren. Let's go down from the top. This is a crazy session, huh? It sure is. I can't believe Rhapsody is flirting with Vulcazar. Though, I guess I shouldn't be, that surprised. Rhapsody is so charming. Stop. Heck yeah, he's the charmingest. Don't you remember when Rhapsody flirted with my little dwarf, Sir Mobblebrawn? How could I forget? That was one of my favorite scenes. Rhapsody picked all those violets from the Garden of Witch Ackle, and then the mobs laced them in his big fluffy beard. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Isn't that around the time when Rhapsody and Mom started dating? Yeah! And then they dated for another 6 months. Yeah, right. And we adopted those 6 halfling children. Right, yeah. And then they later realized that they just weren't in the right place for a serious relationship. I'm glad that even though Mobby and Rhapsody have moved on, they can be so supportive of each other. Me too. Rhapsody and Mobblebrawn are the best of friends. Wow. We've sure done a lot in this campaign, haven't we? Oh, hey, I also wanted to ask you. I should ask Nia about... Hey, so, Nia. Yeah? So I was trying to ask Subin something a minute ago. Oh my god. Were you going to ask her that question? Yeah. She didn't actually hear me though. Oh, that's okay. You should try again after the game. Oh, and here's a tip. Subin was literally telling me yesterday that she wants to try this new restaurant called McCormick's. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I think it's a seafood place. Okay. Yeah. So, that might help you to know. Wow. Thanks, Nia. Yeah. We're all rooting for you. Thanks. Wait, all? Am I that obvious? Maybe we should change the subject. What else should we talk about? I should ask Nia about nothing. Looks like everyone's headed back. Let's join him. Welcome back. Where were we? Oh yeah, Rhapsody was just about to die.
Vulcazar unleashes a torrent of black lightning at you. Rhapsody, roll to dodge.
Go, Rhapsody! Yeah, don't die or whatever.
I'm still in this pit. You rolled a 5.
Oh no.
Your body is engulfed by electricity and you take 47 damage. You hit the floor, your clothes smoldering with electric energy. You barely have the strength to get back to your feet.
Rhapsody, are you still hale and hearty? Hale, yes. Hearty? Not so much. Oh, fuck. Looks like it's time for the cat claws to come out. Can I try to pick the lock on my cage?
You can try. It'll take you a few minutes, though.
I noticed that Sithis is trying to break free.
Ha ha! Pathetic bard! Your time has come.
This guy cycles around 3 different voices at different times. Like,
Vulcazar is about to turn around. He'll see Sithis trying to escape.
I'll have to distract him. Yo, Vulky.
What?
I'm not down yet. I got another song in store for ya.
Oh, really? You think there's something
else good about me?
In fact, I know there is, because you... The oath of loyalty, loyal to friends, they wished they didn't make that oath, though. Our great son hates his dad. Not... That's our hard out. Are religiously devout. I mean... I don't believe so. I think loyal to your friends.
I... what?
Get ready, Vulcazar. I wink at Sithis. I glare at Rhapsody. I glare at Sithis because I know how much she likes glaring.
Get ready for what?
Right. Get ready for my second Bard song. The Loyalty Lullaby.
Rhapsody, as you cast the all-powerful loyalty lullaby, strands of pink magic twist and swirl around your violin, transforming it into a golden harp. The palace thrums and coos with soft, entrancing music. It's time to sing.
Vulcazar, the Lord of Crawling Bone, you haven't always been alone. You swore an oath to your friend. I'm just not going to try with any of the singing because it's going to make me really nervous to try, so I'm just going to flat it. You swore an oath to your friend. For loyalty's equality you hold most dear. Nimir! Oh, right, Nimir is the end of the... Yeah, no, right, it had to be the line. Got it.
Nimir. Vulcazar wavers slightly at the name. His head is drooping a little bit.
Psst. Keep playing. I'm almost out of here.
Ugh. I don't care about Nimir. I broke that oath a long time ago.
That's not true. For even when she was turned to stone. Right? It's turned to stone because the statue is here. All the enthusiasm of restaurant employees being forced to sing happy birthday. I mean, look. It's a survival strategy, right? I think it's turned to stone. It doesn't, like, you know, the inference being turned to stone. I'm gonna turn to stone. You brought her here to your own home.
The soothing music continues to play, and Vulcazar struggles to stay awake.
What are you talking about? That's nonsense.
No, it isn't. In fact, she's right behind you. When Nimir got turned to stone by sirens, you brought her here to your palace. Because you've been searching for a cure. Because you are loyal to your friends. Oh, hell yeah. I got the cage unlocked. Just like I am. To mine. Subin, I leap out of the cage, claws outstretched, and I plunge a dagger into Vulcazar's back.
Well, well. You rolled a 13.
Vulcazar lurches as he takes 21 points of damage.
Trickery! Deceit! The knife to the back has instantly woken him up. You charlatan!
This is why I hate music.
Vulcazar grabs you by the throat, Sithis. Roll to escape.
Okay. Uh-oh. 4.
Die!
No!
Sithis, Vulcazar throws you across the room.
You are launched directly into the pit.
You crash onto the bottom of the pit, taking 18 points of damage.
No! Sithis!
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the pit.
Oh. Hello.
Ugh.
Fancy seeing you down here, Sithis.
The demi-dragon roars.
Yes, we're in a spot of trouble down here.
Vulcazar's eyes are ablaze. You just won't give up, will you stupid bard? That's 2 of your friends gone. why don't we end this little game? You done your best, but you're no match for my powers.
Vulcazar is going to be tough to break. I should pump up my playing, but how? Psst. Rhapsody. I may not have any spells, nor lockpicking abilities, but there is one thing I can give you. Backup vocals. Bomb, 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 bomb. Thanks, Mobby.
With Mobblebrawn's rich baritone backing you up, your oral mantic magic grows Your oral mantic power grows exponentially. For the next 30 seconds, your aura flirtatiousness will be doubled.
Rhapsody, what song will you play next? I'm feeling pretty confident. What the heck? Let's play my theme music. Oh, I know it well. Nice. Let's go.
Bom, 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 bom. Alright then, roll for performance. You rolled an 18.
Yeah, it's like every bard I've ever played. You'd roll nothing lower than a 15 ever. And of course, then you add your modifier of plus 11 on every skill. What the hell, bard? Oh, yes.
Your violin sparks and spits flame as you engulf Vulcazar in a maelstrom of unbridled charisma. The very atoms in the air seem to be charmed by your playing. Flowers burst through cold stone tile of Vulcazar's palace, raising their petals to the sky.
Yeah, what sorcery? You too sexy. No.
Vulcazar casts Deceitful Mask.
You can't flirt with me if I'm not even me.
Vulcazar's body begins to twist and morph. In his haste, Vulcazar transforms into the first person who comes to mind, which just so happens to be...
It's me, Sir Mobblebrawn. His defensive powers are now mine to command. And I've stolen his personality too, yo-ho-ho. Best of all, you couldn't flirt with such a silly-looking dwarf.
Don't be so sure.
Don't be so sure, Vulcazar. I know how to flirt with Sir Mobblebrawn. In fact, I have the perfect gift right here.
Give Sir Mobblebrawn...
Something is saying in my brain Violet, but I don't know what. I don't know what hint is telling me this. I mean, like, you know, I can go history. How far does it go?
Oh my god, the history goes far.
Hey, that was one of my favorite. Rhapsody picked all those violets from the Garden of the Witch Akka. I'm glad that they have the history button here as well. I think in games like this, where they want you to remember specific key things and operate with them as well, I think having a history bar is an accessibility tool. It's really, really important. A bouquet of violets. A fancy bouquet of violets.
Why, Rhapsody, you remembered my favorite flower? So thoughtful. Why, I'll make a little flower braid and put 'em in my wee belt and... Wait, what's happening to me? Even with the new personality, I still feel... loved?
That's showing him, Raps. Don't let up. You silly skell. Rhapsody knows how to flirt with me even better than he knows how to flirt with you. You played yourself.
I'd forget this then.
Rhapsody, my voice is getting sore. Hurry up and finish the old bugger. Right. I keep playing the violin and flirting as hard as I can. As I prepare my next song...
Your music is bringing Vulcazar to his knees. Such magic has never been seen before in all of the kingdom.
Yeah, you're a pretty cute bard, you know. Maybe I'll let your friends go if you give me a little, just a little.
Vulcazar seems to be at war with himself.
A little kissy, just a tiny one. No!
Desperately, Vulcazar shakes off the effects of your magic.
You can't.
Suddenly, Vulcazar begins glowing brightly as he casts one last offensive spell.
Visual panoply. What?
No, hang on. And so it's the differently colored gem in the stomach. I don't remember what it originally was. I mean, okay, this one's amber, so maybe it's meant to match.
How can you flirt with me when you don't know which one's the real me?
Don't be so sure of yourself, Vulcazar.
I'm gonna take aim with my final song.
After all, your clones aren't completely perfect. And I've been paying attention to details. Ooh, yeah, this has little spikes on the amulet. This guy has 2 necklaces. Okay, so there are more differences. The striping of the belt, whether or not that's like a combined stripe or not. Doesn't look like the helm is different at all. Doesn't look like the face is different at all. I'm not certain. Oh, his love for interior design would never let him mismatch. That's not an awful guess here. I think the lighting of the gem is a lighting thing, not actually different. Are you sure? I think it's one of the differences between all of the costumes. Time to pull out the VOD. Yeah, that might be right? I didn't know that was the thing I was supposed to be keeping an eye on. I don't think we've been given any information. Wait, you can see it in the background slightly? Oh, yeah, that looks red. With the coloration behind here. It was the right one, no claws, yellow. Okay, good. Much appreciated. Thank you, Twitch chat, for being the history bar that I don't otherwise have, the right one. Vulcazar 3. I take careful aim at the Vulcazar on the right. I'd recognize that face anywhere. And I unleash the full fury of my next song. Power Ballad.
Your choice was correct.
No. How did you know which one was me? You must have been lucky.
Lucky? Nope. I just know you really, really well. And now, things are about to get real serious. Because I also know your ultimate weakness.
What? That's impossible.
Oh, it's possible. And your weakness is that you have a favorite instrument. I mean, that is true. Have a sick brother. No, that's the other person. Can't resist a good joke. Whatever. Have a favorite instrument. Yeah.
What?
That's right. And I know what it is too. Here we go. Power ballad time.
As your music rages, Vulcazar goes silent as he becomes enraptured by the full force of your song. Rhapsody, it's time to sing.
Vulcazar, there's one sound that you can't resist. You've got an ultimate weakness. And baby, this is it. The instrumental sound that you love to hear is the playing on a flute. And I've seen your brain and that made it plain, so don't try to refute it. As you are playing, your guitar starts shifting into a golden flute. So drop your defenses and sing along, 'cause I'm about to play your favorite song. Here's a little ditty called The Red Rose of Spring. I am almost entirely certain that...
Absolutely.
Red Rose, Red Rose, Red Rose. Everyone's heading back. Everyone's heading back. Okay, so it only has history up to a certain point. So yeah, I would not actually have the ability to look all the way up there. I'm almost entirely certain it's the Red Rose of Spring because I remember that it was alliterative.
Dark lights glimmer in Vulcazar's eyes as you mention the song title.
For one more performance, Rhapsody the Bard is gonna sing.
Thunder claps as your guitar finishes its transformation into a beautiful golden flute.
What? No. My weakness!
That's right, Vulcazar. You actually do like music after all.
No, I won't listen.
In desperation, Vulcazar raises his hands, casting a glowing pink shield over his entire body. Can you break through it with your music? Have you flirted well enough so far? There's only one way to find out. It's time to sing one last time.
Here we go.
With all of your skill, you attempt to play the Red Rose of Spring. The music flows throughout the castle. You can see cracks starting to form on Vulcazar's shield.
What are you doing?
You can do it, Rhapsody. This is your moment. Bard with everything you've got. I'm barding as hard as I can. Rhapsody, bard harder. Huh? Yeah, there we go, exactly. You're right. I bard harder.
Roll for charisma.
Okay.
You rolled a natural 20.
Oh, yay! All right. Fuck yeah.
Rhapsody, you play the flute like no mortal has before. The entrancing music pouring from your instrument causes great cracks to appear on Vulcazar's shield.
What? No, what's happening? Stop that. That's my favorite song. Why you being so cute? Hey.
Because I'm the most charming, sexiest, dashingest bard in the whole land.
Vulcazar's eyes glow brightly as your flute solo reaches its dramatic soaring crescendo. It reaches such a magnificent pitch that Vulcazar's shield shatters into a million pieces.
Ah!
Go, Rhapsody, go!
As you continue playing that famed song, The Red Rose of Spring, Vulcazar drops to his knees.
Nobody ever flirted with me like that before.
As Vulcazar looks up at you, Rhapsody, you can clearly see he's very into you.
He is?
That's so adorable.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo. The unenthusiastic voice that I've given Alden doesn't fit all of their lines, unfortunately. Robin, you did it. That's not supposed to be a Valley Girl voice, by the way. That's supposed to be Australian that I'm doing there. I'm not good at my own accent.
Rhapsody. What a lovely name, Rhapsody. I've been a fool. Here I've been trying to raise the demi-dragon, trying to take over the world and rule over existence like unto a god. I thought that was what I really wanted. When really, it was you that I wanted, Rhapsody. All along. Ever since that first day I saw you in my crystal ball, I just been too shy to admit it. But now that I heard you play so beautifully, and even though I don't have lips, I think I could be brave enough to ask for a little kissy. Just a little bit of a give my little kissy.
Hooray! I'm cheering from inside this pit.
Well, Rhapsody, how shall you respond?
Vulcazar, I thought you'd never ask.
Vulcazar gasps.
You really need it?
Come here, you. And with that, you embrace Vulcazar, Lord of the Crawling Bone, in your arms. Lean in close, and then...
Oh my goodness!
Oh, boy. For once, I'm glad I'm in this pit.
Is that smooching sounds?
The two of you are locked in embrace for what feels like an eternity. When Vulcazar pulls back, he's glowing with happiness.
I can't believe you would kiss a withered skeleton like me. It didn't feel weird with that lips?
No, not at all. They get in the way. Vulcazar, you've really got to let go of the lips thing. A lot of people don't have lips.
Huh. I guess you're right.
Vulcazar thinks for a moment.
Rhapsody, you're giving me an entirely new outlook on life. Maybe I don't have to be an all god. Maybe it'd just be enough to know
that someone likes me. Aww, it's so beautiful. I'm sure the two of you are going to have a grand, emotionally climactic time up there. But do you think, perhaps, that somebody could get us out of this pit?
Oh, goodness. What was I thinking? Of course, I'll let your friends go.
Vulcazar snaps his bony fingers, and in a flash, Sithis, Mobblebrawn, and Arabella appear, deposited gently onto the palace floor. You're all looking a little disheveled, but none too injured.
Rhapsody, you saved us. What a dreadful affair that was. You did save us, but now we're really ought to carve this skeleton in your ribcage? Hey, none of that. Vulcazar has changed, right?
That's right. Me out. You guys. I'm really sorry I tried to sacrifice you to a world-ending dragon. Can you ever forgive me?
Sure. I've never been one to hold a grudge. And you freed us, after all, so no harm, no foul. Yeah? Huh. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Vulcazar. But on the other hand, it might be nice to have another wizard on our side. It gets a bit tiring having to do all the work around here. Well, I think...
Suddenly, you are interrupted by a loud roaring.
Vulcazar, so about that demi-dragon? What happens if it doesn't get any sacrifices after all? Huh?
Oh, that's easy. It goes insane, breaks out of its pit, and goes on a destructive rampage. Oh. I see what you're saying.
At that moment, an enormous claw bursts from Vulcazar's dragon pit. A massive gush of flame explodes towards the sky, illuminating the palace ceiling.
Oh, goodness! Well, that certainly won't do. All right, Vulky. You want us to trust you? Time to prove it, okay? Help us fight this demi-dragon.
I will.
I make eye contact with Vulcazar and give him a wink.
He notices and tries to return your wink, but he can't, because he doesn't have any eyelids.
Quickly, everybody behind me. Spells at the ready.
Rhapsody, play that sexy flute.
Yes, babe. Time to demi-die, demi-dragon.
With your new friend, and possibly more, the five of you stand side by side as the demi-dragon arises from its pit. Will you all be victorious in your battle, or will you all be consumed by the flames? That is a question that can only be answered
at our next session. Wow. That was certainly exciting. Will we survive the next one? Probably. I mean, as long as Rhapsody keeps flirting. You did good, Robin. Thanks, guys. Well, hate to run, but I gotta get home. I got a package to pick up. Oh. Cool. I can't wait to see your new cosplay, Presley. Huh, yeah. I'll show you guys when it's finished. I'll see you next week. Thanks for letting us play at your apartment, Alden. Yes, thank you very much. No prob. Looks like everyone's packing up. Man, I love playing with my friends. Huh, looks like Subin's slipping away. This is my chance to ask her. Should I... Psst. Robin, go for it. Before she gets away. Okay, I guess I will. Hey, Alden. Thanks for hosting. I'm gonna catch Subin real quick. See you guys next week. See you later, Robin. Okay. Subin's heading out through the back door. I'll follow. Hey, Subin. Wait up. Yeah? I wanted to ask you. Uh-huh. I feel like I'm gonna choke. You okay, Robin? Pull yourself together, Robin. If Rhapsody can save the world, I can do this. Hey, so... I mean, I hope that choosing one of these doesn't lock out all of the other options, because I feel it would be appropriate to start with, thanks for running the game today, and then segue into, I remembered that question that you asked me to remember, and then to, I think you're cute, let's go on a date. Let's go top down. Thanks for running the game today. Oh. Well, you're very welcome. I hope you all had fun. Oh, I definitely did. Well, I guess I should... Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Go ahead. So, I was wondering if you might want to...
Get seafood tomorrow.
I gotta keep going. Can't lose my momentum now. And then maybe even this weekend we could... Uh-oh. So seafood was one. Inviting her to the restaurant for seafood. I expect that maybe I would know the other correct answer here if I'd met Alden at the very start instead. However, I met Mia. The Rothko exhibit at the Met. Is there any reason? I mean, they're dressed kind of arty. Maybe they like art. Go to the aquarium. Go to a concert. Skull shirt makes you think concert. That could easily be a sigil from a game. Like that could easily be a, like, you know, that could be a Protoss symbol. I don't know. It could be any number of things. The closest draw I have here, I think, is visit the aquarium. But yeah, maybe that's like, it seems a set bonus effectively with getting seafood, but maybe that's exactly why you wouldn't do it. Gosh. The Rothko exhibit at the Met. I'm going to rule out Rothko exhibit. Go to a concert, visit the aquarium. Aquarium. But also, you wouldn't eat a bunch of fish and then go look at them. The seafood date is tomorrow. The aquarium would be on the weekend, so there would be a healthy buffer period, I feel. Hey, Robin? sorry, I'm gonna stop you right there. So, I know that you're interested in me. And I'm sure you've been wondering if I'm interested in you too. The truth is, I am. It's just... I don't typically date my players. And I just don't know if I think maybe I need a little more time to think. I hope that's okay. Of course, that's okay. Thank you. I'm gonna head back to my dorm now, but see you at the next game, okay? Okay. Well, I guess that could have gone worse. She said she's interested in me. All right, slow down, Robin. I better get back home.
3 hours later, back in my dorm.
Well, I took my shot, and who knows? She said she needs more time to think. Is that a good sign? Maybe. Well, anyway, maybe I'll get another chance. After all, there's always another adventure.
That's lovely. I think that is where we will leave it for the moment. Music and writing by Ethan Ness. Actually, is that where we always end up leaving it for the moment? Was that the entirety of the game? This was so adorable. I immediately know like 4 or 5 friends in real life that I'm going to be like, hey, you need to play this game right now. I kind of hope that there's like a bigger version of the same game at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
That was Bard Harder.
If this does make it to YouTube and you are watching on YouTube, all of the links you may be looking for are either in the description down below or currently on the screen. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and we'll see you some other time for some other thing.